So, here's the thing. Storms of the end times, the most terrifying and deadliest incarnation of Thor Odinson. Thor, most powerful forms. Number 1, Rune King Thor. Growing up, I never really gravitated towards Thor. Not because he was trash or anything like that, but because I just didn't relate to him. He wasn't a teenager like Spider-Man. He didn't have flashy powers like the Flash or Superman. The guy with red eye beams, ice breath, and the whole faster than a spinning bullet. As a kid, my knowledge of Thor was basically non-existent. It wasn't until I hit around maybe 16 or 17 that I realized just how damn cool this character actually is. The way he can summon lightning at a fingertip.
You will have its thunder! Odin! For Asgard!
Hammer to even do anything. See, I think people got this misconception about how Thor power works. It's not that he needs the weapon to summon lightning or to fly or to hit really hard. No, you see, the hammer is supposed to keep his power in check, Thor power in check, not the other way around.
Wow, man. Damn.
It kind of reminds me like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, where like, it's not that he couldn't, achieve Super Saiyan 2. It wasn't because he was weak or he wasn't strong enough. No, it was because he was afraid. He was afraid to let loose. He was afraid he would hurt people around him. The raw brutality Thor shows in battle. He also has a berserker rage like Wolverine. I don't know. I love characters that can just cut off the humanity and just kill. They see blood. They're like a white YN. If you know, you know. The loyalty that Thor shows to his friends and family, even when his own brother is constantly trying to kill him. It all started to click. Once I dug deeper into who Thor really is, he's a character who stands for honor, strength, and the burden of godhood. The nobility of all of it.
I'm a god.
Often symbolizing responsibility and redemption, and then the constant struggle to be worthy. I know you all seen the Thor first movie. It kind of like that in the comics. A little bit of different, but the same result, right?
Wait! There's more!
Dad sent him to Earth to live and to experience the human life, right? Blah, blah, blah happens and he gets the power back. He becomes worthy again. It's also back in like the early 90s, or I think even the early 2000s. He had like a human counterpart. It kind of reminds me of that dual identity concept like Billy Batson in Shazam or Bruce Banner in Incredible Hulk. The same could be said for Donna Blake and Thor's situation. In modern times, the character isn't really relevant anymore. But Marvel did bring him back in a story where he turned evil. Honestly, not one of my favorite storylines. Anyway, once I dive into the character, I was sold. He easily in my top favorite characters in all of fiction, or comics fiction, if I would say. I don't think he's top 10 in my fiction. Rune Thor, created by writer Michael Avon Omni and artist Andre DeVito. Sorry if I butchered those names. This variant first appeared in Comic Thor 1998, issue 80, October 2004. This form is by far considered Thor's absolute peak in terms of wisdom, power, and transcendence. This storyline was a part of the lead up to Avengers Disassemble, a major Marvel Comics crossover from 2004 that shattered the Avengers team. It also marks the end of Thor's solo series at the time. In this art, Thor sacrificed everything to break the endless cycle of Ragnarok, gaining the knowledge of the ruins and surpassing even Odin's power. becoming Rune King Thor, a nearly omnipotent being who defies fate, prophecies, and death itself. Thor awoke in the shadow realm of those who sit above in the shadows, the hidden archetypes of fate, feeding on the endless cycle of Ragnarok. They claimed that the cycle could never be broken, that the death and rebirths of the gods were inevitable. But Thor, now wiser and stripped of illusion, opened his empty eyes and defied them. With newfound purpose, Thor sought out Surtur, the fire demon who once shadowed Mjolnir, and commanded him to reforge the broken hammer. With this weapon restored, Thor traveled to Loom of the Fates, the heart of the cycle, where destiny was sprung and lives manipulated. Once more, those who sit above in shadow appeared, offering him power and truth in exchange for submission. But Thor rejected a hollow bargain. In that final act of rebellion, he struck at the roots of all existence, destroying the Loom and shattering Yggdrasil, the world tree. With that blow, he severed the gods from their endless torment and brought the Ragnarok saga to an end, seemingly and once and for all. In the twilight of gods, Rune King Thor rose beyond thunder, having sacrificed himself upon Yggdrasil and surrendered his eye for forbidding knowledge. He became more than Asgardian, he became Myth reborn, armed with the Odin Force and the ancient ruins lost to time. The Odin Force, also known as the Thor Force, has a mind of its own to say. Is a cosmic power born from the merging of divine essence of Vili and Vi, two of the 9 gods who survived Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. After discovering of Odin's discarded spear, Gungnir, the present sees it and will fuse into a singular being, Odin, the new Allfather, heralding the dawn of a new age for the gods. This power elevated Odin to become the mightiest among the Asgardians' pantheon. Rune King Thor has gained more powers like reality warping, universal manipulation, cosmic energy manipulation, subatomic manipulation, space-time manipulation, soul manipulation, matter manipulation, mind control, telepathic, immortality, invulnerability,
But wait! There's more!
cosmic awareness, precognition, supernatural sensory system like supernatural sight, telescopic sight, microscopic sight, supernatural hearing, transdimensional teleportation, duplication manipulation, light speed flight, infinite speed, and etc. Anyway, Thor is now armed with the Odin Force, an ancient ruin lost to time. He has shattered fate, silenced prophecy, and walked unbound by death. No longer a warrior of storms, but a cosmic force, incinerated. Thor was strong enough to end Ragnarok itself once and for all, and destroy the gods who fed upon gods. His power defied comprehension, limitless, eternal, and terrifying. He became the final god standing in the ashes of eternity. It honestly baffles me that one of Marvel's most iconic characters hasn't received the animated spotlight he deserved. Unlike Spider-Man, Silver Surfer, and even DC Superman, who had multiple animated shows and movies, this character has barely had any. You would think after decades of history and especially after reaching mainstream popularity with Chris Hemsworth in the role, Marvel would have jumped at the chance to expand his presence in animation, but they didn't, and as a fan, that's incredibly disappointing.
Something's in my ass!
And a number 2, Cosmic King Thor. Cosmic Thor shadowed the Black Winter, an ancient cosmic entity that embodies the end of all things, a relentless force of annihilation that sweeps across the multiverse to erase the entire universe. The Black Winter is the personification of cosmic death itself, bringing silence and oblivion wherever it passes. Cosmic Thor is a formidable variant of Thor Odinson, wielding the full might of the Odin Force and infused with a portion of the power cosmic, granted by the World Eater Galactus. Galactus is a character whose purpose is to keep the universe balanced by devouring planets to keep his life sustainable. He is also one of those people that master and control the power cosmic. This fusion of godly and cosmic power makes him a living storm of destruction and salvation, standing as the last defense against the endless void, created by writer Donny Cates and cover artist Nick Clan. Cosmic Thor made his debut in Thor Volume 6, Issue 1, year 2020. The story begins with a wounded Galactus crashing through a dark, mysterious gate, his arrival heavy with foreboding as Thor tends to him. He learns of the Black Winter, an ancient and unstoppable force that destroyed Galactus' original universe and now threatens this one. Galactus is chronically warned that the Black Winter reveals to all who gaze upon it the moment of their death. Then, in a chilling revelation, he admits he has seen Thor as his own death, but for now he will keep Thor close to prepare for the upcoming apocalypse. Galactus grants Thor the power cosmic, triggering a transformation that will reshape the very fabric or fate of the cosmos. Cosmic Thor is a tempest born of stars and ancient ruin. He is the living embodiment of ancient power and cosmic destiny intertwined. Wielding the eternal flame of the Odin Force and the boundless might of the power cosmic, he commands a strength that shatters mountains and rends stars. His hammer Mjolnir sings with the thunderous voice, a celestial forge that bends time and fate alike, as worlds tremble before him with eyes that pierce the veil where past and future meets. He walks unbound by death and prophecy, an eternal storm hurling ruin and rebirth, a timeless sentinel woven into the very tragedy of creation. Cosmic Thor stands beyond all space and time. He is a myth, a force, and a cosmic king. With having the power cosmic as well as the full Odin Force, this version of Thor makes him one of the most powerful superheroes in Marvel Comics, with having the ability to kill Galactus in a single blow. Then was smart enough to realize he could just use the dead body to annihilate the Black Winter. One shot at a Black Winter clone that looked just like Thor himself. Easily destroyed massive cosmic threats across the universes by destroying a planet-sized entity.
Wait! There's more!
Reality manipulation, omni-elemental control, immortality, invulnerability, cosmic sight, and in this form, Thor possesses immense cosmic awareness, able to comprehend and resist the corrupt influence of the Black Winter, a force that unrivals entire realities. During the King in Black event, Thor demonstrated the true extent of his power by nearly killing Null with a single cosmic-infused strike, weakening the symbiote god enough for Eddie Brock Venom to finish him. Later, Thor faced a even more personal challenge when Mjolnir, now sentient and corrupt by the essence of Mon-God, turned against him, refusing to be bound by his past. Thor ultimately shattered the hammer with divine thunder and raw cosmic energy. Number 3. O King Thor, a master of the Force. O King Thor was created by writer Jason Aaron and cover artist Sad Ribbit, making his first appearance in Thor God of Thunder issue 1, November 2012. He is a far future, vastly powerful incarnation of Thor, one who has transcended his former limitations to become one of the most formidable beings in the Marvel Universe. Depicted as an ancient battle-scarred warrior, O King Thor carries the burden and wisdom of countless ages. He wields full mastery of the Odin Force, the mystical energy that empowers Asgard's kings, and rules over a broken, apocalyptic future where Asgard has fallen and most gods have perished. Though weary by time and loss, he endures, standing as the last All-Father, a god forged in fire, war, and the silence of the end. He defeated Galactus, empowered by the all-black Necrosword, a cosmic devourer fused with pure darkness. He reconstructed Earth from lifeless ashes, restoring its biosphere through sheer will and divine power. He survived the end of time itself, outlasting gods, heroes, and entire civilizations. Being near immortal and able to stand and recover from wounds that will destroy even gods, regenerating rapidly from mutilation, fire, and devastation.
You have no power here.
He beaten Gore the God Butcher, fought against Phoenix power beings, and more. As a warrior, he is honed by divine warfare, mastering hand-to-hand combat, weaponry, and ancient magic. He unleashes God blasts, antimatter surges, and omnidirectional shockwaves that can decimate entire battlefields.
Talk to your dad for a second. BRB.
Rachel, listen to me. Your husband is the butcher. Cooper is the butcher.
Danger! Oh shit, it's Lady Raven! Help me!
It can warp dimensions, command storms on a multiversal level, and shadow threats of cosmic magnitude.
Is this your card?
No.
No. Check under your foreskin.
His weapons are legends themselves. He was an enhanced mariner, and at times the dwarves forge an axe Jonjon, or Jornjon? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Anyway, the weapon is capable of cleaving through celestial armor. Both are infused with Odin Force, enchanted, and charged with devastating cosmic energy.
Come on, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
As the last Allfather, old King Thor is more than a god. He is a storm that never dies, a living legend who carries the weight of eternity and the fury of countless wars. He is the embodiment of divine wrath, an ancient wisdom, an undying will.
Something's in